in the net. You see his record 5 games over 500, goals against average at 2.37. He'd like to get that save percentage up over 90%. At the other end is 33-year-old Ron Tugnut. Pretty good record for an expansion team, 5 games below 500. A save percentage, you see at 91.5%. He's played very well.
Joel Quenneville with his game face on. Daniel Corso will face off at center ice with Serge Aubin, and the puck to Quint on the defense with Lyle Odeline. Back to Darren Quint, and Quint through the center circle over the line on the right wing near side, and Aubin is offside. We've got Tugnut in the goal to our left, Turek in the goal to our right to begin things. And Bernie, let's turn to the keys to tonight's game, brought to us by Toyota.
Well, the top key should be win at all costs, but full 60 minutes, the Blues played good yesterday for 2 periods. They had trouble in the 3rd period, defensive coverage. This team still can skate, and then they have to play better as a 5-man unit. That's something that they've not done very well as of late.
From the face-off, Blues lose the puck at center ice. Aubin moves in front for Deneen, and the puck tipped to the far corner by Turek. Now the puck behind the Blues goal to our right. It skips to the near corner, and Tkachuk will dump it out. Tkachuk and Dimitra are on the wings with Corso. Columbus gets the puck at center ice, shoots it back in. Tkachuk moves it up to center ice. Corso hit by Odeline. Then Tkachuk runs into Odeline, and the puck on Aubin's stick in his own end. He works to center ice as the teams change. Then the puck fired in by Chris Nielsen. And here's Habanoff near his net, heading up the ice, right to left. A pass for Stillman at the red line. He moves in over the blue line offside, but the puck is cleared away and out to center ice by Blake Sloan and back into the Blues zone. Gusarov a pass that gets away. Here's an effort by Sloan, and the puck ends up behind the Blues net. Turek leaves it there. And it's the veteran, Alexei Gusarov, ahead on the near wing, too far for Stillman. And the puck played by Grandpierre ahead. Turgeon at center ice has it poked away in front of the penalty boxes below us. Gusarov, he'll shoot the puck in. Tugnut behind the net to our left, leaves the puck for Matthias Commander. He'll ring it off the glass to center ice. We're a minute and a half into this game in Columbus. No score. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we'll keep you abreast of what's happening as the teams change. The Blues dump the puck in. It's along the near side. Blues trying to intercept. Puck played along the boards by Numelin, and he'll chase it around far side. But Terry Numelin gets the puck ahead, and it's shot in from center ice by Mike Manilow. Ben Pronger taken down behind the net. He and Tyler Wright, and Pronger might get the penalty for holding on to Tyler Wright. And he's not very happy. The referees, Bernard DeGrace, Stefan Auger, Andy McElman, and Tony Saracolo are the linesmen.
You can just look by the expression on Joel's face. He's just happy to have Pronger back, and this is a hit right off the start. You see Pronger going back for it. He took the hit, and then he just pulled him down, and that's a penalty there for holding. You see how he stuck out that left leg and pulled him down, so Pronger goes off. A good play by Tyler Wright. So the Columbus Blue Jackets go on the first power play of the night.
Columbus's power play, certainly nothing special as you would expect from an expansion team. 14% success, 22nd in the league. The Blues penalty killing at 86%, and that is right up among the best in the league.
And we talk about injuries. The Columbus Blue Jackets with a lot of injuries. In fact, their power play is not even playing. Sanderson is out, so is Knutson. The trade bringing Ray Whitney, who will be on the power play. He is not yet to play for the Columbus Blue Jackets, but that's the power play, and all 3 of those guys are not in the lineup.
Pronger going off here at a minute 58. So Columbus will try to get the early lead here. They've got Heward at the left point. He takes the puck off the draw in the blue zone, puts it behind the net. McInnes steers it up the far boards to Drake, and he'll backhand it out. Drake, Eastwood, McInnes, and Salvador killing the penalty in front of Roman Turek. Coming to center ice, Quint moving left to right through the center circle. He'll backhand the puck in, glove down far corner by McInnes. Trying to clear initially, he can't, now finds an opening and clears the puck away with 2.5 minutes gone in a scoreless first period.
I'm assuming that Pronger got an extra 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct because they have 4 up on the board there, so I think the assumption is is that he's got an extra 2 minutes or else the scorecard or clock is wrong, Kenny.
Well, it's one or the other. There was an announcement only of the holding penalty. Now the puck in the Columbus zone to our left. Selivanov out of his own end, over the red line, into the Blues zone along the near boards, along with Viborny, and they lose the puck, and the Blues clear it away. We're just past the 3-minute mark here in the first period. No score. Well, we'll find out if Pronger comes out after 2 minutes or stays in with a double minor. Down the near right wing, trying to move in. Maniluk goes behind the Blues net, centers right to Drake, creates a 2-on-1 to Eastwood. Back to Drake over the red line. Near wing into the Columbus zone to Eastwood, and a shot just wide of the near post. He just misses. Back the other way, Mike Maniluk, the ex-Blackhawk and Flyer, gets to the Blues line, dumps the puck in. Turek out behind the net, scoops it up the far boards. Then Aubin goes down. He and Maniluk came together with Turek behind the net, and Aubin goes down to the ice, and he's injured. Here comes the Columbus trainer out. There's 2:23 on the scoreboard left in the apparently double minor to Chris Pronger.
He's bleeding somewhere in the facial area. I don't know if it's his nose, but he's definitely got some blood seeping out of his face as the trainer there, you see, bending over top of him. So we'll get a look here at what happened. This puck went around the boards, and you see Maniluk going from the right side. Turek goes to stop the puck. Now let's see if Turek's stick hit him or what happened here. We're not going to see that there, but there was no penalty call, so we couldn't tell. The two of them collided, Maniluk and Aubin, but it was Roman Turek that was back there too. Now I don't know if he was cut by a stick, but it certainly could have. So Aubin goes off for some repairs. Faceoff will come outside the St. Louis blue line. Taking a look there at Dave King on the right. Done a fine job with this team. Expansion team. Roman Turek, as we mentioned earlier, he's probably going to be in for all 4 of the last games. Dave King, no stranger to the National Hockey League, spent some time as the head coach in Calgary. Spent his last 2 years as the assistant coach in the Montreal organization.
Columbus moves in. Viborny sends the puck behind the net, left by Turek for Hill, and the puck sails off the glass and into the crowd. No score here in the first period, and Bernie, moments ago, the Blues came close.
This was a very good opportunity for the Blues shorthanded. This was a pass that should have been made, and the Blues, Dallas Drake intercepted a 2-on-1. You see Dallas Drake playing this perfectly nice saucer pass, and Eastwood tried to slide it inside that left goal post, but he just shot wide. Good pass by Dallas Drake, just a miscue there, just missed it. You see the numbers for Mike Eastwood. Not the year that he had last year, 19 goals for the Blues last year, only 6 this season.
Blues win the draw, shoot the puck the length of the ice, and yes, a holding penalty and an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to Chris Pronger, a double minor, 4-minute power play for Columbus. Selivanov shoots the puck in, far corner, around behind the net, near corner. McInnes fires it far side. Selivanov intercepts. Around near corner. An opportunity for Tyler Wright to the point. Hewitt a shot block. Blues break out. McInnes out in the right wing to Young. Over the blue line. Bad angle shot goes wide, and the puck caroms to the red line. Moving in, Selivanov as the Blues change. His pass hits a leg. The puck at center ice, and Jamie Hewitt has it there. Shoots it in. Turek comes way out of the near corner. Fires the puck around far side. Right intercepts to Hewitt. Far point. Near point to Quinn. And a shot hits Dallas Drake. He wheels and shoots the puck the length of the ice. And not much firepower, Bernie, on this Columbus power play.
Understatement. As we talked earlier, most of the firepower is already injured, so the Columbus Blue Jackets have trouble scoring. In fact, they've been shut out the last 2 straight games. They've lost 3 in a row.
Here's Maniluk over the line, passes into the middle, a shot, they score! But Terry Newman gets a good feed almost straight away, and a low shot beats Turek. A power play goal for Columbus, and they lead it 1-0.
A 3-on-2 for the Blue Jackets, and they made it count. As you see here, the 3-on-2, just a drop pass. Dumoulin took this with his foot first, and then the shot right along the ice. Beat Roman Turek on the far side, just inside the right goal post. But a good play by Dumoulin to trap this. There was traffic in front, and his quick shot beat Roman Turek, who maybe didn't come out far enough there. He was stuck back inside the net, but an odd man rush and a power play goal for Columbus.
Now the face-off at center ice. Columbus gets the puck in. Bruce Gardner finally around near side to own line. Moves into the corner. Break circle to Gardner, a shot, and that's blocked. Puck to the near boards. Pronger, nice pass ahead. Kachuk over the red line. His feed far side for Dimitra, intercepted by Odeline. Up the far boards. The puck shot in, goes into the corner. Pronger takes his man. Then Gardner comes in. Far boards for Newman, the goal scorer, and a shot headed high and wide. Gloved by Turek, and he'll hold on. And Pronger already doing some bumping and shoving. Sean Hill comes in also. And Pronger's presence certainly has been felt here in just a couple of shifts with a double minor in between.
You see that there, the Columbus Blue Jacket over 161 minutes that they hadn't scored, but here's a ISO of Chris Pronger. As you know, that the Blue Jackets know that Pronger has not played for a long time, so they're going to try to rush him as much as possible. I think that's why important, Kenny, for Chris to get back into the game, get a few games in before the playoffs, because the timing of his has got to be off. Even though he's in great shape, he's been skating every day, he's been working out, riding the bike, but it's a different game when you haven't played for a little while. In fact, for him, it's been a long while, and it's tough to get back in the swing of things, so this is good that he's going to be able to get 4 games in before the playoffs start.
The Blues have allowed the opposition the first goal in 19 of the last 26 games. Yesterday, the Blues got the first goal. Didn't make any difference. Or was it the game before that?
Yeah, it was before that.
They did not get
the first one.
Lately,
the first one in Detroit.
Lately, it hasn't made much difference if you get it or not.
No.
Blues get the puck out. Columbus clears the center ice. Puck shot in by Wright from his side of center, but they say the puck deflects off a Blues player. Salvador back up the near side at the blue line, cuts to the middle. Center circle, loses the puck. Wright tips it to Nielsen. Back for Wright. He's in a backhander. Good stick save by Roman Turek. Sullivan off behind the net. Feeds Taylor Wright, far corner. He'll cycle the puck back behind the net. Al McInnes intercepts, makes a nice move. His pass out to center ice to Mayers over the line. Near side, Barteshko a shot, and that's tipped wide on a good defensive play by Michael Gall, a newcomer on defense. Now back the other way, left to right. It's Columbus to center ice. The puck shot in by Matthew Darch. Now behind the Blues net, it's Al McInnes. Coming up to the 7-minute mark, first period. Pass at the red line, hits the skate of Kachuk, goes in deep. Commander is back, blasts the puck off the glass, played at the red line by Havanoff. Back in his own zone with a pass to Gusarov, ahead on the right wing to Dimitra, who circles. Now to Gusarov, out of his own end. A pass ahead, knocked down in the neutral zone by Sloan. Feeds the puck ahead, they move in, but a whistle behind the play, and we're going to get a slashing penalty against Columbus. So the Blues, trailing at 1-0, will have their first power play.
The slash right in the middle by Blake Sloan, so he goes off, and the Blues are going to go on the power play.
Now from the face-off at center ice, the puck chipped into the Blues zone. McInnes takes it. Sloan goes off 2 minutes for slashing. At 7:02, the Blues on the power play. Get the puck in deep, near corner to Kachuk. Behind the net for Turgeon, slapped away by Commander. Then Aubin, who's back from the dressing room, battling in the corner, gets the puck ahead on the far wing to Gardner, and he'll clear it out. The Blues, of course, pretty good power play. 7th in the league. Penalty killing wise, Columbus only at 81%. That's 27th among 30 teams. Far boards, Kachuk with the puck, moves to the corner. Now leaves the puck there. Dimitra along the far side for Pronger. I should say for Turgeon. Glanced down at Pronger to tell you he's out there at the left point. So the Blues finally have their power play unit back. Kachuk, a pass off Aubin, and the puck deflects to Maniluk, who breaks out of his own end and backhands it in. So finally, we get a chance to see Kachuk, Turgeon, Dimitra, Pronger, and McInnes. You got a pretty strong power play when you can leave Scott Young off.
Yep.
Now the Blues work in. Corso right wing heads to the net. Oh, and a backhander right through the crease. Near point, McInnes. Along the near boards to Corso. In the near corner, it's Scott Young. In front of the net, you've got Stillman. You probably have Mellenby here if he was dressed here tonight. McInnes, a shot, deflects, the save! Tugman! Now the puck loose right out in front, and the Blue Jackets able to clear it away. 28 seconds to go in the Blues power play. Both teams are changing. We're in the first period, coming up to the 9-minute mark. And the puck intercepted. Gardner stealing it away from McInnes. Moves in. Takes a shot that deflects wide. Glad you're with us tonight. We apologize again for our technical difficulties. A headman pass to Corey Stillman. He can't work in. Now we're going to get a penalty as Gardner and Stillman come together and go down. And we're going to get a hooking penalty. Stillman losing the puck. He commits the hook. And for just 2 seconds, both teams will be shorthanded. And then Columbus will have the power play. 9 minutes in to the first period. The penalty to Stillman, and the Blues are down 1-0.
I'm still surprised that they blew the whistle. I guess they blew it because it was going to be a delayed offside. But right at the top of your screen, you see there's the hook by Stillman. So he goes off and will play, as you said, four-side for just 2 seconds. And then the Blues will find themselves shorthanded for the second time tonight. Well, the 4 minutes will be considered the third power play, but Pronger had the double minor. This will be a single one.
Dumoulin getting the goal, his fourth from Maniluk and Bowler. That came at 5:02. A power play goal for Columbus. Quint behind the net, up the far side. Alexander Selivanov through center ice, drops the puck, and Wright can't get it. Eastwood clears it away. Now the Blues, Drake causing trouble for Columbus. Selivanov trying to pry the puck loose. So is Jamie Heward. And Selivanov gets it ahead for Vyborny, dumping it in. Turek wandering way out into the corner. Hits Selivanov with a puck. Eastwood bothers him. Big hit from behind by Havanoff, and Gusarov gets the puck and clears it the length of the ice. So 1:12 to go in the power play for Columbus. They work the puck into the Blues zone, and it's knocked away by Quint. Here's Darren Quint behind the net, near corner by Vyborny, right point. Heward, a shot that hits some iron. Hits some iron and goes to center ice. Young moves in, far wing, a shot. Tug at the save on a strong shorthanded bid by Young. Back the other way, David Vyborny. The 25-year-old from the Czech Republic over the line, loses the puck. Selivanov gets it, loses it to Young, and he'll backhand the puck down the ice. 40 seconds until Corey Stillman returns. Both teams are changing. 9:35 remaining here in this first period at Nationwide Arena in Columbus. The Blue Jackets lead it. Here's Gall along the boards, takes a shot. Oh, and I'm not sure Turek saw it, but it hits him. Back the other way, Eastwood, and he'll just shoot the puck in. Now 17 seconds on the penalty clock. The Blues have Reisner out there killing the penalty, along with Young, Havanoff, and Gusarov. The puck the length of the ice. Havanoff touches it, and that is an icing call against Columbus with 7 seconds remaining in their power play. Folks, tickets for the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs are on sale now. They're on sale at all Ticketmaster outlets, at stlouisblues.com, or by calling 314-241-1888 in Missouri, or 618-222-2900 in Illinois. Now the Blues will open the first round of the playoffs at home either on Wednesday, April 11th, or Thursday, April 12th. For general information, call 314-622-BLUE.
Good scoring opportunity for both teams on this power play. The shot was deflected, I believe, from Jamie Heward off the pipe, and then the great scoring opportunity by Scott Young, the big slapper.
Oh, from the draw on left point. A shot by Pronger right on. Tugnet grabs it and holds it, and now only 3 seconds to go in Stillman's penalty.
Chris Pronger, we're not sure how well he can handle the puck and shoot. Here's just a quick shot off the face-off through traffic. You see Pierre Turgeon moving, so an excellent save there. Good position. Here's the shot by Jamie Heward, who shoots the puck as good as anybody. This was deflected right there in front off the crossbar and then out, which led to a good scoring opportunity for Scott Young on a 2-on-1. But boy, that was close. Had Roman Turek beat totally on the deflection.
Now from behind his net, Lyle Odeline. Blues back at full strength. Columbus dumps the puck into the Blues zone, and here's Pronger back. Columbus making a quick change up the wing to Young. Young out there with Turgeon and Stillman. Blues have to retreat, and it's Pronger behind the net, forced in front by the veteran Kevin Dineen. Stronger from the red line will just dump the puck in. Played by Gardner out to center ice as the Blues change. McInnes feeds over to Salvador. Pass ahead gets away. Quint onto the left wing. Trying to move in is Darch. He'll put on the brakes. Matthew Darch flips the puck behind the net. This is Chris Nielsen. First-year pro. He's only 21. Pass in front. Blues intercept. Stillman getting the puck from Salvador. Long shot. And a routine save for Tugnutt. Blues continuing to change. Both teams at full strength. Blue Jackets up 1-0. 8 minutes left. Here in the first period, Blues take the puck and Salvador gives it to McInnes, and the rookie gets it right back. On the near wing for Tkachuk. Keith Tkachuk right around Aubin. Great pass to Mitra and the shot. Good stick save by Tugnutt. Corso trying to get the puck back to the point. Aubin intercepts. His pass ahead, played by Matthew Darch, and the puck to the net, and Turek steers it to the corner. And Tkachuk settling it down for McInnes. A pass for Salvador gets away, and the Blues just have to clear the puck out. 7:25 left. First period, Blues are changing. Here's Darch with a puck. He'll shoot it in from the red line into the corner for Salvador. Chased by Aubin. He leaves the puck for Havanoff. He tries to dance around Maniluk and is able to. Long right wing pass too far for Mayers, but he catches up with the puck, takes a shot, and fires wide. Drake out near the blue line, keeps the puck in behind the net. Mayers in front, of one-hand shot on a wraparound, and a good save by Ron Tugnutt to stop play. 6:57 remaining in the first period. The Blues trail 1.
I'll be right out. Let me just put.
He's going to fire wide. As you see, a good move right in the middle here, and then this shot just fired wide. That's the second time the Blues had a good chance. Eastwood had one shorthanded. He shot wide too, so a tough break for the Blues there. They need to just shoot the puck for the middle of the net.
Ewart advances the puck to center ice, and it's just dumped in on the play by Darch, and the Blues take over. Can't clear. Gall at the right point. Behind the net to Bowler, getting the puck in front, and Barteshko takes over. 3-on-2 as Hill moves up with Reed low, and the Blues lose the puck. Here's Ewart to Darch, trying to shoot the puck in, unable to, and Ewart gets it. He's run into, and the Blues a cross ice pass low after the puck, works in, loses it. Eastwood can't come up with a puck and will go the other way. Meanwhile, behind the play, we've got a wrestling match. Columbus shoots the puck in that wrestling match. Reed low, and Alexander Solovanov. Now the Blues a pass at center ice too far, and here's the captain of the Blue Jackets, Lyle Odeline, feeding far corner. Quint gives him the puck back. Odeline can't clear, loose in front. Young moves in, shoots a save, rebound. Togden another save, and he smothers the rebound. Two great chances for Scott Young on a Columbus turnover.
One of the big reasons that the Columbus Blue Jackets are having a real good year for an expansion team is because of goaltending. Ron Tugnutt was a free agent signing from Ottawa. The first thing that Doug McLean did as general manager was go after a good goaltender, and Tugnutt has been great. Scott Young tried to go in between the pads there, but Tugnutt, very smart, veteran goaltender, 33 years old, knew what Scott Young was thinking, closed those pads, and then even the second shot, he was able to corral. So that's great goaltending by Tugnutt.
Turgeon out there with Young and Stillman, McInnes and Salvador. Puck goes to Tamander. He gives it away. Now Young near circle, a shot blocked by Tamander, and he whacks the puck down the ice. 4:40 to go in the first period. McInnes up the far side for Young. He'll deflect the puck out. Tamander leaves it for Jean-Luc Rampierre, and back to the youngster who has scored, Numelin. He gets the puck in, and Turgeon takes it. Turgeon flipping the puck to Young. Gets a skate. That's Gardner trying to get it out. Back for Salvador over far side to McInnes. Now at center ice, Corey Stillman. He'll shoot the puck in. The Blues need a change. Tugnutt loses the puck. And Turgeon not able to get a shot. Unable to center from the corner. He's tied up. Now Young back to the right point. Having off a shot. Deflects wide off Tkachuk, and right at the post. Tugnutt falls on the puck with exactly 4 minutes to go in the first period. Let's go to our STLtoday.com fan poll. You log on to stlouisblues.com. Who has been the Blues' top first-year player this season? Corso, Johnson, Avanoff, Lowe, or Salvador? STLtoday.com, our fan poll. Corso getting ready to face off against Aubin, who was cut earlier in the period around the mouth. Looks like he might have a Band-Aid or some adhesive device covering a cut. Might have taken a stitch or two. Back for the puck. Quint up the boards. Nielsen can't get the puck out. Odeline does, out of the reach of Chris Nielsen. Sasha Havanoff leaves the puck for Alexei Gusarov. Up the middle for Corso. Back to Havanoff. Ahead out of the reach of Tkachuk. Out of the crease, Tugnutt playing the puck up the boards. 3:35 to go, first period. The battle on the boards. Dimitra there. And the puck tipped out by Nielsen. Havanoff will sweep it back in his own end. Now you've got Dineen chasing Dimitra. Gets the puck to Tkachuk. And Tkachuk gets it ahead. And here's Nielsen. Back to Quint on defense for Columbus. Both teams are changing. Here's Lyle Odeline. A pass tipped away by Havanoff. Headed for Dineen, but it's offside. The Blue Jackets are offside with 3:13 to go in the first period. Well, Eric finds out that Mary has run away from the Colonels, and he's desperate to find answers. Will she be home for good, or will she be forced to return? Don't miss the milestone 100th episode of Seventh Heaven. That's tomorrow night at 7 on WB11. Ready for the neutral faceoff with only 3:13 to go here in the first period. The Blues down 1-0. An early Pateri Numelin power play goal for Columbus. Now the Blues Pronger hasn't played a whole lot. Over to Hill. Up the middle to Reisner. He's on with Drake and Mayers. The pass for Mayers offside. Mayers over the blue line ahead of the puck. And the shots here, believe it or not, favoring the Blues. 8-5 in the first period.
One early power play that is really the only good chance that the Columbus Blue Jackets really had, other than the deflection that hit the crossbar. So the Blues have done a pretty good job. Chris Pronger, nice to see him back out there. You see his numbers. He was having another great season before the knee problem, the arthroscopic surgery, and then of course the broken arm that's kept him out the last almost 5 weeks. It would have been 5 weeks on Tuesday, so good to see him out there again.
Hill gets the puck in. Reisner takes it in the corner. Reisner to the point. Corner shot. Oh, bad save. It may have even deflected off Drake. Great save by Tugnutt. Reisner right in the corner, hammering, and now the puck comes to the near side. Pronger cannot reach it. Kept in neatly by Reisner into the corner and out to Drake. So Drake on the boards. Feeds behind the net. Mayer's centering effort fails to get through. Tyler Wright sends the puck behind the net and clearing it up the boards to Mander. Not out. Drake keeps the puck in. Then it hits Maniluk, who hits Drake, and they're going to go at it. Maniluk and Drake. Drake takes a right. Drake in a bad spot, started against the boards, now gets the adrenaline flowing, and Drake has Maniluk in trouble. Maniluk has his helmet off. Drake trying to get settled down so he can get some rips in. Gets him with a right, hits him to the back of the head, hits him to the side of the head. And Drake, who had a bad start because he got caught on the boards, has made an excellent recovery, and quite a fight here between Drake and Mike Maniluk, and now the linesman will come in between the pair.
Maniluk was getting the original call against him, and you're right, he was really in a bad position. He was bent over backwards when Maniluk started punching Drake, and he did have a very good recovery, but that was a tough spot to be in, and he's very, very tired right now, but that guy is a gamer. If anybody is going to be back and go after Maniluk, it's that man right there, Dallas Drake. But this is how it all started. You'll see the hit by Maniluk. And then he pushed. You see he punched Drake there from the back of the head. The elbow came back, and Drake, you see, in bad position. Maniluk was already had the gloves off and was already punching. Drake had to turn around and find a grip, and when he did get the grip, he did get some good shots in. So a pretty good fight. A couple of guys we don't see throw them that often, but there was a lot of energy there, a lot of adrenaline that was going through both those bodies. So it looks like they're going to even up the calls. I thought the Blues might get the extra penalty or the extra power play here, but they've evened them up.
Let's check our Bud Light What's on Tap. Tuesday, Carolina in. Pairs are available. Thursday, Columbus. Pairs available. Final home game of the regular season. Final game of the regular season for the Blues. Saturday night, Nashville, single seats. And of course, playoff tickets for round 1 are on sale. McInnes fires the puck in. Just over 2 minutes to go. Here in the first period, Blues down 1-0. Both teams are at full strength. Young with a puck trying to center, blocked by Tamander. We've got a penalty coming here, and it'll be against Columbus with 1:58 to go. The original penalties, Maniluk gets 2 for roughing, 5 for fighting. Drake gets 2 for elbowing and 5 for fighting. So their penalties erase each other at 17:43, but we get another penalty here.
Bruce Gardner, one of the finer checking players in the league. You see, he just wraps a hold of Turgeon, throws him down. There's the call right there as Turgeon was in behind Tugnet. Tugnet took a seat there on top of Turgeon, but no question there with the holding call. They're going to call it interference, but he grabbed a hold of Turgeon, threw him down. So the Blues have a good opportunity here to tie this game before the end of the first period. Only 1:58 left, and they have a 2-minute power play.
So 18:02, the time of the Gardner interference penalty. The Blues 0 for 1. 1 of their 9 shots coming on the power play. They have held Columbus to only 5 shots on goal in the period. The game's only goal coming at 5:02 on a Blue Jackets power play. Turgeon wins the draw to Pronger. Over to McInnes. Let's see what they can do here with their second try with the big guns. Young out there this time. A shot. Oh, deflects off Stillman right off the side of the post. Pierre Turgeon, a Young. Pronger shoots and scores. Oh, baby, it's like the good old days. And the Blues have tied it at 1. Chris Pronger is back.
I believe that this was deflected by Turgeon, I think, Kenny. Someone looked like he deflected, but if there was any question whether or not the arm was good enough to shoot the puck, that was a real good hard shot. But good quick move by the Blues. Scott Young to Pronger. You see, there's Turgeon parked in front. We can't get a look there to see whether or not he deflected it, but I thought he did. We'll get it from a different angle here. You'll see Turgeon going to the front. Here's the shot. Yes, I believe that Turgeon did deflect it. So a big power play goal for the Blues, and we're tied at 1.
So things looked a little brighter. On the line, a pass far side to Dineen. He's checked by Havanoff. Blues go back, try to get the puck. Dimitra can't. Get some help from Corso, who tips the puck to Havanoff. Now to Keith Tkachuk. Rink wide, too far for Dimitra. Quint flips the puck out of Aubin's reach. Out of Nielsen's reach. Gusarov ahead to Corso. Aubin steals the puck. Odeline gives it right away to Sasha Havanoff. Now to Alexei Gusarov with 1:10 to go in the first period. 1-1 is the score. The Blues out shooting Columbus 10-5. Blues lose the puck at center ice. Chris Nielsen sends it in, and this is Havanoff with it. Back the other way. The Blues at center ice. Here's Tkachuk over the line. A shot. Pad save. Tugnet as he throws out the right leg, and Quint shoots the puck out. Blues are changing. So is Columbus as Salvador gives the puck to McInnes and gets it right back. Now ahead. Played by Barteshko right under the stick of Solovanov. He can't get through the puck to Turek. He'll get it on the wing to Mayers to Eastwood, who shoots it in. 31 seconds to go in the first period. Odeline back up the boards for Vyborny. Can't get out. Salvador is shot wide. Now here's Solovanov. Solovanov right, and Vyborny on the line for Columbus. They get the puck in deep. Salvador back behind his net. Flips the puck off the glass. No one seems to want it. Then it's kept in at the last minute by Grandpierre. McInnes breaks out. Left wing to Eastwood. Into the Columbus zone. A pass in front of the net out of the reach of Mayers. 2 seconds to go in the period. Grandpierre will run into the Blues player Eastwood, and that'll do it. That's the end of the first period. The Blues get a late power play goal, and it's 1-1. They outshoot Columbus in the period 11-5. Blues hockey is brought to you by Bud Light, the proud supporter of the NHL. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. Coming up, our Auto Tire intermission report. Bernie will be visiting with Chris Pronger. Our score after a period in Columbus, 1-1. Sport. 1-1 is the score after a period. They've given the Blues goal to Chris Pronger, and he's standing by with Bernie.
Thanks, Kenny. Well, Chris Pronger, nice to see you back in the lineup. How did you feel?
Well, I was obviously pretty rusty. First 15 minutes were pretty tough out there. I took a bad penalty there, and then had trouble controlling the puck a few times. But as a game went on, I think I settled in a little bit more.
Did it seem a little faster than practice?
It always does. It's you know, it's never game action out there. It's tough, but you know, you need to get enough games in here before playoffs to really get prepared.
How about the arm? Any pain at all, Chris, at all?
No, it's been pretty good. You know, I haven't really gotten hit too much or had any wax on it yet, but you know, I think it's pretty healed.
Well, Chris, it was nice to see you back. Hopefully you'll get all that timing back by next week, because we really need to get this turned around for the playoffs. Thanks again for the visit.
Thanks, Bernie.
Let's go back to you, Kenny.
All right, thank you, Bernie. It looks like Turgeon deflects that power play goal in. They've given it to Pronger. Dumoulin scored an early power play goal for Columbus. 1-1 after a period. Coming up next, a WB11 news break. Inaugural campaign. And the Blue Jackets will be at Savas Center on Thursday night. That'll be Pepsi team poster night. All of you with a paid admission will receive a free team poster of the 2000-2001 Blues, courtesy of Pepsi. Tickets still remaining, starting at $23 for Thursday night's game. Get yours quickly at any Ticketmaster outlet. So here we go. McInnes having a conversation with one of the linesmen. Now they look like they'll be set. Corso will face off with Gardner at center ice. They drop it. Kachuk goes after it with Dumoulin and chops it in. Back goes Quinn. Plays the puck up the far side. Now at center ice for Sloan. Blake Sloan, the 25-year-old. On his backhand, on his forehand, and Turek a big save. Somehow Sloan able to walk right in. Dumoulin feeds behind the net. This is Gardner. Sloan the other forward. No one in front. McInnes takes over. This pass neatly up to Corso onto the right wing for Dimitra. Nice drop pass Kachuk. Into the middle, a shot, that's blocked. Good play there. And the puck covered for a stoppage in play.
Good opportunity right off the start. Blake Sloan with a big block there. He's lucky that one didn't hit him in the head, but you see him with the power move around Al McInnes. He came back to the front. Nice play by Roman Turek, laying out and just sliding that back. And we'll get a better look at the overhead to see Roman Turek just laying out, got the paddle of the puck on the, or his stick on the puck, and just deflected it wide to the short side. And Blake Sloan just came over from the Dallas Stars just before the trade deadline on waivers. The Columbus Blue Jackets picked him up, so he was a member of the Stanley Cup champion Dallas Stars back in 1999.
Interesting the way Joel is working the lines, playing Corey Stillman with Turgeon Young, and playing Kachuk and Dimitra on the wings with Corso. Havanoff gives the puck to Gusarov. Up off the boot of Turgeon, who'll shoot it in. Commander back, he's a Swede. To Grandpierre, and up the middle for Kevin Dineen. He one-hands the puck over, and Jean-Luc Grandpierre will shoot it in. Turek stopping it, leaving it for Sasha Havanoff. Up the right wing for Young. He'll tip it out, and Grandpierre will go back for it. We're very early in the second period here in Columbus. Turgeon's up with a puck. 1-1 is the score in front, and the puck fails to get to Young. Puck set out by Nielsen. Now working in over here to Dineen, and boy, he lets it rip in a hurry, and you can see from that shot that he used to score goals in his younger days, and a good save by Turek.
350 career goals for Kevin Dineen, and he got it away very quickly. Had a lot of great years with the Hartford Whalers, and This is just a quick, hard shot. Good position by Roman Turek. You see, he just stabbed that right out of midair. It might have been going wide to the short side, but nonetheless, good positioning. And this is something that the Blues really need out of Roman Turek to get that confidence. We talked before the game, Kenny, that we expect to see Roman in all 4 games this week. We're not positive it, but I know you said you did talk to Joel Quenneville, ask him about it. He wouldn't give you a guarantee.
No, he would, but he wouldn't even guarantee the end of the game, I don't think. So now the puck behind the net. And it's Darsh leaving it. Now they have a little trouble with the puck, and the Blues take over. Pronger feeds on the wing for Meyers after getting the puck from Reisner in front, tipped away off Darsh. Reisner to Pronger, the shot. Stick save Tugnutt. Now Reisner with Barteshko and Meyers. Puck poked away. Here's Vyborny over here to Aubin and back into the corner. Pronger and Vyborny. Vyborny is not quite as big as Pronger. Pronger and Vyborny. That was Darsh who went down. 19 for Columbus, and this is Meyers for the Blues. 1-1 the score. Long shot, and Tugnutt makes the save. Both teams are changing here. Off the boards for Matthew Darsh. We've got a few players playing tonight that have hardly ever played in the NHL for Columbus, and that's an offside call. And we're still early in the second 1-1.
Chris Pronger has been very good in this game. Seems to be getting his timing a little better. You'll see the shot here from the point. You see him with his head up, and there I think he was trying to shoot it more to the right so that Marty Reisner could deflect it. You see he looked up the whole way, and his reaction, he just shook his head. I think he realized that he wanted to shoot a little further to the right where Pronger was, and we've seen Pronger, McInnes do that as well as anybody in the league. They always have their head up. They're always looking for that low shot towards somebody. It doesn't even have to be at the net half the time. They pick spots, they pick sticks, and they always get it at it. Nice to see him back giving directions on the bench, and that's something the Blues really have dearly missed.
Oh, you can say that. Whew. Here's Tamander. Then Wright. Selivanov gets around McInnes. That plays offside. Offside. You're watching the Blues on KPLR TV, WB11 St. Louis. Talking about Roman Turek. You know, Bernie, a lot of people were wondering yesterday why in a game against a real good team, Joel Quenneville went with Brent Johnson. I wasn't surprised, and my thinking was, and Joel's never going to really tell you what his thinking is. My thought process was tough game, probably going to lose in Pittsburgh. Trying to build Roman's confidence, especially after that tough goal in Detroit. Go with Johnson in case you don't win. And of course they didn't. And Turek doesn't lose any more confidence yesterday in Pittsburgh. Now you've got 4 games that you got a shot at winning all 4. If you could go 3-1 or 4-0 with Turek at the end, that's the best you could ask for in terms of building his confidence.
Absolutely, Kenny, and I think that has they bring up a very good point there. And I'm thinking that's exactly what he was thinking. You don't ever go into a game expecting to lose, but of all the 5 games that were left, that was the toughest one. So you may as well put the youngster Johnson in if you're going to go with Roman Turek and hope that he gets some of that confidence.
On line shot blocked. Here's Quint. That's not to take anything away from the rookie,
no.
But you sort of pay your dues, and all along everyone's known that the Blues want to go with Turek in the playoffs. Back to the point. McInnes plays the puck behind the net to Turgeon. On with Dimitra and Tkachuk. So now you see some double shifting in a sense, or some shifting of lines by Quenneville. Turgeon into the crease. Tkachuk can't get his stick on the puck. It's out of the reach of Dimitra. Selivanov gets the puck ahead to Gardner. Almost a 2-on-1 with Nielsen. They score! It's 2-1 Columbus.
When Selivanov wants to go, he's a darn good hockey player. He's had some great years. He's had some off years. And this one here, he set up the entire play. This is a 3-on-2. Look at the pass right through the middle to Gardner. Now, this was a mishandled puck right here. McInnes coming back, and where does it bounce? Right back to Gardner. That's kind of been the luck of Roman Turek. He was in good position. Then all of a sudden, the pass is going across. It hits Al McInnes' stick, goes back to the left side. And Turek had to move with the puck, and Gardner's able to chip that one in. A tough goal for Roman Turek to give up again, and that's kind of the way the year's gone.
Now the puck kept in by Tamander. Chased by Havanoff, and now Gusarov. He gets spun around by Dineen. Not all bad. He can't get a shot. Then the puck sent behind the net by Tamander. Gusarov leaves it for Turgeon. Turgeon, a little pass in front for Havanoff, up the wing for Young, and it's center ice for Stillman, and Grandpierre is back. Loses the puck to Young. Scott Young into the corner, now to Turgeon. The Blues looking to tie it here in the second period. Turgeon unable to center. Tamander unable to spring the puck loose. Now gets it away. Fires it up the boards and down the ice off Havanoff. The time of the goal, 3:31. Gardner's 7th. Selivanov gets the assist, and Columbus leads it 2-1. Of course, to build Turek's confidence as the puck is shot in by Darche, you probably have to win 3 of the 4 or all 4. It's not like that's an automatic.
What the Blues need to do, Kenny, is get all that offense going that we saw earlier in the season. Score about 7 or 8 goals one night and give him one of those nights where he doesn't have to do much. Score 7 or 8 and maybe 2 or 3 of the games, and the Blues certainly have the possibility of doing that. They've got Nashville, they've got Columbus at home, and really the only hard game really is the above 500 team of Carolina, who's battling for that last spot with Boston in the Eastern Conference.
Eastwood, low, Barteshko, good puck possession. Darche battling Barteshko. Here's Lowe flipping the puck, and Matthew Darche has it. He breaks out. We've got a 3-on-2 here by Borney on the near wing, and they go offside. Boy, you got a 3-on-2 and you go offside. Wow.
I'd like to see that again. That was awful close to not being offside. And then, as you said, Kenny, another, though, odd man rush. That's the second one in this period that they've given up. But here it is, the offside. You can't really maybe tell. It looked like, well, he may have put himself offside. That puck has got to go all the way across the line. So it was the man in the middle after he made the pass. I think he just got ahead of the puck there as it came across the line. So that's why the offside call was made. There's Kevin Dineen in front. Of course, Dave King looking on. Has to be a little more satisfied with his offense. He hasn't seen much of that offense the last few games since the injuries to all some key players.
Blues control. It's Al McInnes. He and Salvador on defense. Puck tipped away by Selivanov, putting Drake offside. He's on with Reisner and Mayers. And the crews from Hazard Sports Bar, Charlie Gito's and Zios Restaurant on the Hill, all here. Want to say hi to everyone back home. Also, a big hi to Rebecca from Jim. A lot of Blues fans here in Columbus, Ohio.
The Ballmeyers from Marissa also want to say hi to all their friends back in St. Louis.
Now the Blues get the puck in. It goes off the stick of Tugnut and into the crowd. Well, Blues fans, for a very limited time, get a free Blues window sticker and enter a drawing for playoff tickets at Hardee's. Visit a participating Hardee's today and pick up your free Blues sticker and entry form. Mail it in and you could win. The stickers look great, so go to Hardee's soon and show everyone you're ready for the playoffs.
Is that where the food's the star?
Food's the star at Hardee's. You see the star right on the sign, and the food inside is star quality. Here's Salvador feeding up the wing. Drake's pass is behind Mayers. Heward gets the puck out, and McInnes will take it to Salvador. Now to Reisner. Good job off his skate. Drake can't get the pass, and Gardner leaves it for Heward. The pass for Selivanov goes by him the length of the ice. And the puck touched by Salvador, and 6 minutes into the second period, an icing call against Columbus. They lead the Blues 2-1. We're at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, and we'll return in a moment. Our Dodge trivia question: who's the only NHL player this season with 2 successful penalty shots? You don't get all that many penalty shots in a season. It'd be surprising for a player, Bernie, to get 2 in one season. And the statistics are all with the goalie. The goalies usually win in that battle. Puck goes the length of the ice. Back to touch it is Gusarov, and an icing call against Columbus. So it is amazing, and especially a rookie, to get 2 penalty shots successfully here in one season. We're going to have to work hard on that one. I know you probably know it. But.
He's a 25-year-old rookie, and he doesn't play for the Blues. There's the other hint. But he plays for one of the teams that we're watching tonight.
How about Columbus?
That's it.
Is that the tape?
That's it. And he has a low number
Yeah. There's a shot. Oh, what a save by Tugnut. And a clearing effort by Odeline. Blues Dimitra intercepts. Havenoff off the boards. Too far for Corso. And the puck shot in by Blake Sloan. And we've got an offside call against Columbus. 6 minutes 25 seconds gone here in the second period.
Blues win a big face-off. Look at this shot. This is through traffic. This is good reaction there off the right shoulder of Tugnut, but you see how far he's out, right to the front of the paint. As Havenoff really got good wood on this, and a veteran goaltender, you see, is right to the front of the crease, and even though we didn't see it till the last second, he was in good position and he wasn't going down. Standing up, taking that off the shoulder.
Well, you get out there far enough, there's absolutely nothing to shoot at when you're out at that point. Now it's the Blues. Gusarov flipping the puck in. Tkachuk after it. Quint beats him to it. They're both former Coyotes. Tkachuk taken down. He's injured. Tkachuk gets up very, very slowly. He's hurt. Now back the other way. Here's a quick shot right on, and Turek able to make the save. As that time, Petteri Nummelin moves in, and we'll get a look at Tkachuk. He seems to be injured.
He skated off on his own free will, though he's not happy with what happened. Take a look at it here. This should have been, in my opinion, that is interference, isn't it, Kenny?
It looks like it.
When you're trying to get to the puck and you're taken down, well, that's what he was done. He was taken down. That should have been an interference call. He was favoring, I don't know, it looked like one of his legs, but he went down there. Maybe it's his hip, but he laid there for a while, and he made some reference to the referee as he went off. He was not happy that there was no interference call.
It was clearly interference. Blues failed to get out. Puck kept in by Aubin. And here is Sean Hill. He and Pronger share the defense duties. Stillman, Turgeon, Young out there. Now Hill gets the puck and promptly gets hit. Turgeon trying to help out. Now at the point. Oh, the shot by Tamander, gloved by Roman Turek. And we'll have a face-off in the Blues zone.
Fans, when the Jackets get hotter, you get chili. Wendy's Restaurants proudly presents the Chili Jam.
Following tonight's game, join Jeff Bernthal and Melanie Moon with all of today's latest news. Dan Issa with sports highlights, and Markina Brown with the weather. It's all after tonight's Blues game here on WB11. Pronger back in there tonight. Dimitra rejoined the club yesterday in Pittsburgh. Talking with Jochen Hecht. We're going to get a stoppage in play and a player injured. That is Matthew Darche. There was a high stick. Jochen Hecht, by the way, Bernie, says that when he's off the ice he feels fine, but his side bothers him when he skates. He's hoping to play sometime this week.
It would be nice to get everybody back. Mellenby should be back this week. If we get Hecht back, we got Pronger, we got Dimitra back. We got the whole squad, Kenny. What a deal. But here's the face-off. You see in the right side of your screen, McInnes got his stick right up there, right into the face of Darche. That's why McInnes goes off for high sticking. Only a 2-minute minor. Darche was not cut at all, so a big penalty kill for the Blues penalty killers, as the Blue Jackets already lead by 1 goal.
Another player the Blues have to get back yet is Jeff Finley, as Columbus is 1 for 3 in the power play. Jeff telling me that some days he feels good. As soon as he feels good, he skates. Then he gets headaches again. So he's got his fingers crossed. But, you know, those concussions are very, very tough, so no one's sure.
I feel that way after I skate, too.
Yeah.
I go some days I don't skate, I feel good. But when I skate, I don't feel that good, Kenny, after I skate.
I can understand that at your age.
Maybe he's just getting old.
Well, that could be.
I got a feeling that by the time playoff starts, Jeff Finley is going to be feeling real good.
Well, it'd be great if the Blues could have everybody back and healthy. Here's Drake getting the puck ahead. Havenoff able to get it out, and back for the puck is Bill Bowlers in his 5th NHL game. Playing the puck over to Quint. McInnes, the 2-minute high sticking penalty at 7:18. Columbus already leads it 2-1. Their first goal back in the first period by Newman was a power play goal. Gardner has scored here in the second to break the tie. This is Bill Bowlers. Not a big guy, 5'9", 180. He's 26 years old, again in his 5th NHL game. Sullivan off to the point to Quinn. Heward at the near point with the big shot. Boy, that's a mean price. Boy, that had to hurt Drake. Now interception, moving in alone. Eastwood, a breakaway, shorthanded. He shoots and fails to hit the net. And the Blue Jackets will come back the other way. Heward leaves the puck for Bowlers, but it's offside. Boy, that was a close call. The puck right on the line. Offside. Columbus. Boy, Drake feeling that pain. You could feel the pain yourself.
I mentioned this in the first period. Jamie Heward shoots the puck as hard as Al McInnes does. He's got one of the hardest shots in the league. And Dallas Drake dove in front of this. Now, I don't know if this hit him in the chest area and one of the ribs, but he is really favoring this. He dove, you see. Now here was the look at the Mike Eastwood breakaway again as he took the puck from Quinn. He just shot high and wide, right, going over the glove there of Ron Duggan. That's a spot to hit for a right-hand shot. You try to go over the glove, but that's a second shorthanded chance that Eastwood has had tonight. He's fired wide both times. First time far side, this time as he went trying to go high over the glove.
Aubin's pass deflects to Tanin. Back to the point. Newman is on the point. The Blues intercept and clear it away. McInnes with 40 seconds to go in his penalty. We're coming up on the 9-minute mark here in the second period. Blues down 2-1, even though they're out shooting the Blue Jackets 15-10. Aubin shoots the puck in. Knocked down by Deneen, who battles on. Now Serge Aubin over here on the near side for Gall, and he can't control, and Newman with a puck. Up front they've got Aubin, Darche, and Deneen. Blues are changing. They're shorthanded for another 6 seconds. Newman flips the puck behind the net. Gusarov chases it down. Up the boards, not out. The penalty to McInnes is over. And the puck deflects into the crowd. So the Blues back at full strength. 10:39 remaining in the second period. The Blues find themselves trailing here in Columbus 2-1.
Big penalty kill there for the Blues. John Quenneville a little concerned. Now let's hope Dallas Drake is all right as he slid. It seems that he went out for a little skate, so he looks to be all right.
Well, orders are now being taken for groups and party boxes for the first round of the playoffs. Groups of 20 or more during the first round will receive a discount on their ticket price, and a few party boxes are available for the first round as well as the final 3 regular season games this week. To order yours or for more information first thing tomorrow morning, call 314-622-5454. Firing the puck up the board. Sloan. Turgeon knocks it down. Quint chopped down by Tkachuk, and Tkachuk will go off. The referee out at center ice making that call from quite a distance.
And a late call, as we might add, as Keith Tkachuk not happy. The interference call that should have been called on him, Kenny, just about 3 or 4 minutes ago. No call, but this is an interference call. You see Turgeon intercepted right there as Quint tried to get back in the play. There was contact, but here it is. It's more of a pick, as you see right there, as Tkachuk ran into Quint. Quint went down, and a lot of times you're going to get away with that because you're just running into each other. But I think because his leg went out there, that's why the call was made. Good to see Dallas Drake back out there on the penalty kill again, Kenny. That was a shot. He's had a tough night tonight.
You can get black and blue playing this game. So Tkachuk off at 9:37. 1 for 4 are the Blue Jackets. In case you joined us late, their power play 22nd in the 30-team NHL. The Bollmeyers from Marissa are here tonight cheering on the Blues, as are the Thornhills, Chase and Autumn. Sullivan off, slides the puck in. Drake back to get it. He'll clear it out. Heward knocks it down in front of his bench. Heward shoots it in, offside. Just barely offside.
That's the second time that it's been real close. We've had 3 or 4 real close calls. Getting on the offsides is the big part of the game is inches when you have to get that puck all the way inside the blue line before it's considered legal. And that one again was not inside the blue line before the player came out.
Now the Blues have it off. Fires the puck the length of the ice. Hewitt and Quinn are on the points here in the Columbus power play. Selivanov and Wright are on the wings, and the aforementioned Bill Bowlers in his 5th NHL game is at center. Quinn's pass over here to Selivanov. He'll get the puck in. Trying to get around Gusarov. Gusarov pins him to the boards. Now here is Bowlers. Gets the puck in front, and a shot by Wright blocked. Eastwood's outlet pass, and Drake shoots the puck the length of the ice. The Blues send on 4 fresh penalty killers. There's 1:10 to go in the Tkachuk penalty. Here's Jamie Hewitt. Flips the puck over, puts himself offside. That's not a very good play.
The one player that we haven't seen for a long time, Kenny, David Viborny. And I don't know, it looks like there's only 12 players on the bench, including the backup goaltender, and then you got the 6 on the ice. So right now, they're a couple short-handed right now, the Blue Jackets.
Here's our Dobbs trivia question. The only NHL player this year with 2 successful penalty shots is the legendary David Viborny, only rookie in the NHL history with 2 successful penalty shots. That's how unique that is.
Once again, Robbie Tallis back in October and against the Hawks, and the other night against the Nashville Predators, Thomas McCoon.
Here is Young, and the shot wide. Stillman can't get the puck. Aubin leaves it at the defense. The Blues are shorthanded. Newman sends the puck high in the air. McInnes back, fires it off the glass, not out. Kept in by Gall. A shot turned away. Now in the corner, here's Gardner out for Gall. A shot, and Turek gets enough of that. And the puck deflects into the crowd. Still 26 seconds to go in the Columbus man advantage.
Good work by the Blue Jackets. Good movement and a couple of good saves by Roman Turek. As the Blue Jackets able to get set up on the power play. Coming in from the point here, the shot, a good save by Roman Turek. And the puck went up over the glass, so Turek has been tested. Right now, the Blue Jackets now have 12 shots.
The Blue Jackets playing well. Game worth paying attention to is Vancouver at Anaheim. We get no report on that. We thought that was a late afternoon game out west, but apparently not. Apparently that's later yet. It affects the playoff matchups in the West. Gall, a pass by Gardner. Eastwood clears the puck ahead out of the reach of Drake. The Blues are shorthanded. 8.5 minutes remaining in the second period. They're also down 2-1. Great hip check by Havanoff on Aubin. Now the penalty to Keith Tkachuk is over. Blues trying to get the puck. Maniluk gets bumped. And a real crowd there. And the Blues slide the puck to Tkachuk in the middle to Havanoff. Now to Drake. 3-on-3. Drake, a shot that goes wide off Odeline. The Blues quickly changing. 8 minutes to go in the second. Blues down by 1 here in Columbus. And Pronger will take a bouncy puck and give it to Sean Hill. Columbus caught changing, and Turgeon able to get the pass. Newman clears it ahead. Here is Kevin Dineen. Then Tkachuk steals, and the puck cleared out by Petteri Newman. Sent ahead. Dineen can't handle it. Gets it again from Dimitra, and it slides by Hill. Hill runs into Dineen. Trying to get the puck. Turgeon. Hill sweeps it up to Tkachuk. Looking for someone to pass to. No one there. And the puck will go down the ice. No icing here. And both clubs are changing. Quint over to Lyle Odeline. Ahead for Selivanov, just onside. He's in, he shoots, and shoots wide. Puck left along the boards. It comes back to Selivanov, right, and Darsh in front. The puck off right skate. Turgeon slides it ahead, and McInnes gets it on to Mayers. Quint back, hits the referee in the skate, flips the puck into the corner. Darsh hit by Riesner. Loose puck, Barteshko. He gets hit, and Darren Quint trying to get the puck out, and it's finally poked out by Odeline. Played by the Blues. This is Salvador getting the puck ahead to Riesner. He can't get around Odeline. And here's Jamal Mayers, a shot from a bad angle right in front of Tugnan. Back the other way, Matthew Darsh. He'll shoot the puck in. Columbus begins a change. Turek clears the puck up to Mayers. Mayers, a feed for Riesner out of his reach. Barteshko there also. Riesner a shot, and that's turned away by Tugnan. Big hit there on Tamander. The Blues with a little puck possession. Here's Lubos. Barteshko cycling the puck to Riesner. He's pinned to the boards. Jean-Pierre taking care of him, and the Blue Jackets get the puck out quickly. Kucherov gets it ahead to Mayers. Now Corey Stillman beat to the puck by Matthias Tamander. He'll clear the zone, and back in his own territory goes Alexei Kucherov. Under 6 minutes left in the second. A goal by Gardner at 3:31 of the period is given Columbus the lead. Quick shot, Turgeon block. Turgeon having trouble with the puck. Stops to avoid that check from Sloan. Still with the puck, hits the back of the net. And the puck cleared up the boards and out by Bowlers. Blues leave the puck at center ice. Here is Sloan, ridden out by Young. Columbus changing. Kucherov leaves the puck for Havanov. They're starting to gel, Bernie. That combination of the two Russians on defense played pretty well together. Seem to communicate well. Aubin steals from Young, and it's offside. Aubin cocks his stick back for the shot at the blue line, puts his teammate offside. Blue Jackets lead it 2.
Seems to be getting better and better. It seems like he's finding his timing. Seems to be jumping into the play a little more as the game has progressed. So nice to have him back. And you see only just under 8 minutes so far tonight. So won't be long, Kenny. We'll see him back to the 35-minute mark per game.
Yeah,
or more.
He's just resting tonight. Corso, Dimitra with Tkachuk. Odeline runs into Tkachuk. Now Aubin and Corso bang in the corner, and the puck comes to center ice. Hill is back. Quint moves in on the right wing. Danina shot. Big stick save. And on a rebound, Nielsen fires over the net, and the Blues clear the puck out. Lyle Odeline going back. Odeline, of course, well traveled. Puck down to Aubin's stick. Now back behind the net to Darren Quint. Played with Phoenix in New Jersey. Here's Dineen, and he slides the puck in. Both teams changing. McInnes to Drake. Whoa, just out of the reach on the left wing of Barteshko. He's bothered there by Tamander, and the puck comes to Petteri Numelin. He has a goal tonight in the middle to Bruce Gardner, who gets the puck in. Turek out, leaves it there for Salvador. Columbus continues to change. Now to McInnes. Up the middle, poke checked is Barteshko, and McInnes lets things go, takes a shot right on, and a good save by Ron Tugnan, and the whistle stops play with 3:48 remaining in the second period.
Good play by Al McInnes as he faked the shot and then was able to take it after taking an extra step. There's the man we talked about being black and blue. Dallas Drake has done it all tonight. Started with a fight with Mike Madeline in the first period. He kind of got blindsided, but he bounced back, and he's been taking a lot of abuse. Big block shot there off the stick of Jamie Hewitt. It hurt for a bit, and when things are going bad, sometimes you even hit the ruts in the ice, and it's been one of those nights for Dallas Drake. But boy, tell you what, no one's got a bigger heart in this game than Dallas Drake.
You look at him out there on the ice, and he just looks like that tough, gritty veteran that he is. He has the look that tells the story.
Yep.
Here's Pierre Turgeon flipping the puck in, on with Young and Stillman. Pierre beats Stillman to the puck. Numelin, who's played forward and defense, flips the puck out, and here's Al McInnes. He's teamed with Salvador. This is Corey Stillman on to Scott Young. He'll let his big shot go. The save and the rebound controlled by Gardner, who does a nice job. Pierre took Turgeon out behind the net. He's beefing to the referee as Sullivanov slides the puck behind the Blues net. Gardner gets bumped and McInnes gets the puck. Here's Turgeon. Now both teams are going to change players. Turgeon flips the puck deep. Tugnutt stops it behind the net for Jamie Hewitt. Blues trail it 2-1. Under 3 minutes remaining. Here in the second. Sullivanov drops the puck. Gets it actually from right. Slides it to the far corner. Corso around to the near side. And Columbus is changing. Gusarov ahead for Dimitra. Now Corso loses the puck. Odeline over to Darsh. He really gets rocked there by Tkachuk. And the puck cleared out and down the ice by Blake Sloan. This will be icing as Gusarov touches the puck. Play stop. 2:23 to go. Second period. And the Blues trail it 2-1.
Get an up little pop there just to make sure that everybody knows that he's there. And what an acquisition he's been.
Hill a shot, but a penalty. A penalty. Tkachuk on the ice going, what happened? Right off the face-off. There's going to be an interference penalty. And it'll be against Keith Tkachuk.
I think Keith is having a problem with a couple of these referees. And this is a play that we've always been taught to do. When you have a face-off, a guy comes through, you have to pick up your man, and you stay in front of him. Well, that's exactly what Keith Tkachuk did, and they're calling this interference again. So this is the second time, and he's the guy. The amazing part about Kenny, he's the guy that did get the call, but you see right there, he's taking his man because of the feet came out from underneath the Columbus Blue Jacket. That's why the call is made. So the Blues find themselves again short-handed. Another situation that they dearly need to kill off.
17:40 the time of the Tkachuk interference penalty. Columbus 1 for 5 in the power play. 4 of their 13 shots with a man advantage. Drake and Quint in the corner. Here's Bowlers. By the way, Vancouver at Anaheim. They're in the first period tied at 1. Vancouver looking for a win there that would move them into a tie with Edmonton for 5th place in the West at 90 points. The Blues will play the 5th place finisher. Quint shot right on. Good save by Roman Turek to stop play.
Good traffic in front of the net by the Blue Jackets. Quint just firing a low shot. I don't know if it was deflected, but Roman Turek in very good position. You see the directions. Havanov and Turek discussing what's supposed to happen, but here the shot from the point. You see Manluk going to the front of the net. And here's the shot. Manluk may have deflected it in front of Turek, but Turek, you see, right at the front of the paint there in the crease. Down in the butterfly, that puck has got nowhere to go. Hit him right in the center, and it stayed in his chest.
Stillman and Bowlers on the face-off. Stillman wins the draw. McInnes blasts the puck along the boards. It'll go down the ice. Blues are trailing 2-1. Second period, 1:40 to go here in Columbus. Darren Quint again. He's got a little room now. Sullivanov, and it's offside. Columbus has had a number of decent rushes that have been negated by being offside. Well, your chance to win a Bubble Boys hockey game autographed by the Blues coming Thursday at Savvis Center. Look for members of the Gateway Locomotives selling raffle tickets at the Blues Columbus game Thursday, and the winner that night will take home a Bubble Boys table hockey game with the ice surface autographed by the Blues. The raffle tickets $1 each, and all the proceeds benefit the Gateway Locomotives. More information by calling 314-622-2527. There'll be a great raffle. Look for it Thursday night at Savvis Center. Ken Wilson, Bernie Federko, Nationwide Arena, Columbus, Ohio. Very nice building, by the way. Blues are shorthanded. McInnes cranks the puck the length of the ice. Blues home Tuesday night against Carolina. They're battling for a playoff spot. Columbus will be in Thursday night. Nashville on Saturday night, and then the playoffs will begin the following week. That would be next week, technically. Here is Al McInnes to Dallas Drake. Blues are shorthanded. Over to McInnes. Bad angle. And Tugnutt kicks that shot out. Eastwood plays the puck out to center ice to Hill. 2-1 Blue Jackets. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Tkachuk in the box for another 35 seconds. Hill slams the puck the length of the ice. It caroms off the glass. Played by the Blues. Here's Corey Stillman. He'll send the puck deep. And back to control is Michael Gall. 40 seconds to go in the period. Gall gets the puck back from Gardner. Gets it back this time from Newmelin. And finally coughs it up. Here's Young. Now there's going to be a penalty. And it'll be out at the blue line for taking Stillman. And then Pronger's going to get a penalty for upending Dineen. Boy, Pronger adds a real dimension to this team in terms of spirit, character, and toughness. Even if, you know, he's a great player, but that mental, psychological aspect that he brings is so evident when you see him come back after a long layoff.
No question, he has that mean streak in him, Kenny, that it's hard to get into players, and
This is what Pronger brings, as you said. Him and Dineen were going at it early, and then this is right at the end of the shift. You see Pronger moving up in the play. The original call was made. There's the hit on Dineen after the whistle had went, and that's why the call was made. Pronger was not happy, but the whistle had gone a couple of seconds earlier in that, as Stillman had been dumped right inside the blue line. The original penalty was going to be called against Gall. You see right there, Gall took down Stillman. Scotty Young missed the puck. Now, as soon as this puck is touched, there it is. The whistle went. It was Dineen that touched it, and then the late hit by Pronger. So that's why we're going to play still 5-on-4, because the penalty was already called. There's still a power play for the Blue Jackets with Tkachuk in the box. So this will be still 5-on-4, and then it'll be 4-on-3, or I should say 4-on-4 as soon as Tkachuk comes out of the box, or 5-on-5. Kenny, what am I saying? 5-on-5. Did you get that? Good.
I will say this. I agree with Chris Pronger. I mean, you can't assume that the whistle's going to blow there. It should. But you're going to hit the player. Now Tkachuk back on. 15 seconds to go in the period. And it is 5-on-5. 2-1 Blue Jackets. Here is Sloan dropping the puck. Newmelin shot block. 4 seconds remaining. And McInnes will take the puck. And we're going to get a whistle here. Newmelin ends up on the ice. And we're going to get a penalty here with half a second to go in the second period.
Joel's reaction, I think, tells it all, as Newmelin behind the play was trimmed right here by Pierre Turgeon, as he was just guarding against the breakout. And the unfortunate part of this, there was only 1 second left in the period. Pierre knows that he shouldn't have done it, but unfortunately the referee's standing right there. The call's made, and I don't think the call should be made in that situation. There was a second left. Let it go. It's period's over. The buzzer was going to go.
So they're going to drop the puck, and that'll be the end of the second period. The goal, Gardner's 7th at 3:31, and the Blues are going to have to do something that's tough to do. Come back in the third period and win a game when you're down. Now some words are exchanged here right at the end of the period. So we've still got a lot of action coming up, folks, in the third period. Well, Blues hockey is brought to you by Bud Light. Enjoy today's game with a cold Bud Light, because it won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light, the proud supporter of the NHL. Coming up in our second intermission, Bernie will visit with Blues forward Keith Tkachuk. Then a WB11 News.
This third period, so I would say, Kenny, that this is a huge penalty kill for the Blues. They're due to get some power plays of their own. They've really had the more penalties tonight. In fact, the Blue Jackets, let's see, are 1 for 7. The Blues are only 1 for 2, so 5 more power plays for the Blue Jackets than the Blues.
When this penalty time is over, should the Blues kill the penalty, Columbus will have had over 13 minutes on the power play to just barely 2 minutes for the Blues. And Brent Johnson making a good point with Bernie that spent so much time on the power play, and Bernie making the point also they haven't been able to get any chemistry, any flow going. Here's Selivanov. A little pass. That was a good pass, and unable to complete the play, Maniluk. And the Blues clear the puck out. Jamie Heward will go back for the puck. The Blues send out fresh penalty killers. Here's Selovanov shooting the puck in. Up front with Gardner and Manila. And the puck blasted off the glass by Sean Hill. He and McInnes go off. Havanoff and Gusarov are out there with Young and Stillman. Ewart again for Columbus. Over to Newmelin, who has one of the Blue Jackets' 2 goals. 1 minute gone in the period. Gusarov has that puck deflect off Dineen and into the crowd. And 57 seconds left in the Turgeon penalty. Well, the Western Conference, very good teams, Bernie. 9 very good teams battling for the 8 playoff spots. And the first 4 spots are set.
Yes, they are. And you see Edmonton in that 5th spot right now. It would be obvious if the Oilers hang on to that 5th spot. The Blues are going to play them, but they have only 3 games left. San Jose, I think right now with a pretty good schedule, they could jump up. Vancouver playing tonight, as you said, they're tied 1-1 in Anaheim, so I think it's still anybody's game. I think it's going to go right down until next Sunday before we figure out who the Blues are going to play.
First 2 games will be at Savvis Center. That shot by Newmelin deflects into the crowd. So the Blues will finish 4th. They'll be seated 4th. They'll play the 5th place finisher. It could be one of any of those 5 teams. There's just absolutely no telling.
4 points separating 5 teams, and the teams that are behind. I mean, Phoenix, I think, really is maybe the odd man out. They only have 3 games left, and you'd think that LA may pass them, but there's a lot of play against each other. That's where the schedule is going to come into play. There's some back-to-back teams. I know Edmonton plays in Vancouver the last game of the season. So there's a lot of different things that could happen before it's all said and done.
Be interesting. Oh, yes.
Who would have thought Carolina is going to go in Ottawa and win tonight?
Yeah, who would have thought? They're battling with Boston for the last playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. There's a quick little shot by Gusarov on a little giveaway by Columbus. They have 26 seconds to go in the power play. Blues, San Jose Sharks rematch could happen. Of course, the Blues have played Vancouver and Los Angeles in fairly recent seasons in the playoffs. They've played Phoenix in the playoffs. So some familiarity. Now the puck shot in by Bowlers. Penalty to Turgeon just about over. Gusarov far side. Odeline pinches in. Havanoff gets the puck to Stillman. Can't get it out. Then the puck gets away from Aubin. Penalty to Turgeon is over just past the 2-minute mark in the 3rd period. Blues trail 2-1. Bowlers after the puck, and Gusarov will end up with it. Alexei Gusarov to Havanoff, who will clear the puck out. Collision at center ice there. Blake Sloan goes down, and we have a hand pass, thus the stoppage in play.
The Blues just have to be very patient. They have to start forechecking, getting on this Columbus defense, and they're going to get some penalty calls. There's no question. They're the better team. They have much more talent. We talked about all the injuries to the Columbus Blue Jackets, all their key people. So the Blues just keep their game plan together, get some forechecking in, keep poised. You're going to get some opportunities on the power play, and that's where they're going to have to cash in. And it's nice to see the full power play. The Blues already only are 1 for 2 in the power play. Just need to get some more power play chances.
They've got Turgeon out there now. On defense, McInnes and Pronger. That tells you something. There's Dimitra. So they've got Turgeon with Dimitra and Barteshko. The significance being they've reunited Barteshko and Dimitra. Long shot by Wright and the save by Turek. Both teams at full strength. Nielsen doing some good forechecking for Columbus. McInnes with the puck in his skates, and Barteshko has it bouncing on him. Right there along with Sloan. And here's McInnes. He'll come over here to Lubos Barteshko, whose pass deflects to Turgeon. Down to McInnes. Oh, right into the midsection of Tugnut. And that has to hurt. Barteshko looks up at the referee from the seat of his pants behind the net and said, I got interfered with. The referee goes, yep, that's fine. What a shot.
Now McInnes stepped into this one, and he got all of it. Tugnut again in great position out to the front of the crease. He took that on the right arm, I think, Kenny. I hope there was some padding for his sake there, as that was a rocket. And Al got it all, and you could tell right there that he knew he got it all on that one. Just in the wrong spot. Great goaltending by Tugnut, who's been very sharp. The Blues now with 21 shots as opposed to only 15 for the Blue Jackets.
Corso out there now centering Young and Kachuk. Pronger on defense with McInnes. Darsh sends the puck in.
That was back in February right in this building. Scott Young scored with what, 5 seconds left to tie it at 2. So plenty of time.
Like to get a victory if possible.
Yep.
Newmelin. And that's an offside play. 16:36 to go in the third. Blues trail it 2-1.
Yesterday was the first time this season that the Blues gave up a lead in the third period, and you see here the Blues have outscored their opponents 84-59 in the third period. They gave up 4 yesterday, but that was the first time in regulation where they lost the game after leading after 2 periods. In fact, the 2-goal lead has always been money in the bank. It was one of those games yesterday where obviously the big guys, Yager and Lemieux, came hard in the third period. I guess we cannot miss out on Kovalev. That was a pretty good shot that he had to start that third period.
Here's a quick shot from the boards by Mayers, and Tugnutt the save. You're right, 2 goals is money in the bank, but you know what? Lemieux and Yager is money in the bank also.
A lot of money.
Their bank had more money than ours.
A lot of money in the bank, especially when you're the owner of the team and you're playing.
Yeah.
That's still hard to believe. Who'd have thought that an owner would play in the National Hockey League? Not you or me, Kenny.
Yeah. Things change over time.
Rapidly.
Yes, they do. Aubin and Mayers on the faceoff. Blues control. Havanoff, the shot goes right into Aubin, or to the Columbus player, not Aubin. The shot there knocked away. Here's Selivanov flipping the puck out. Havanoff has it to Gusarov, back to Havanoff. Up for Corey Stillman. He'll shoot. Tugs at the save. Reisner, Rob. Oh, baby, what a save on Mayer's backhander. Tugnut putting on a great show in goal for the Blue Jackets.
2 great saves by Tugnut. 2 rebounds. And this is a great goaltender. He was good when he was in Ottawa. Kenny, I don't know why the Ottawa Senators let him go, but here's the shot off the boards by Stillman. There's Reisner in the middle of your screen getting the rebound, and then Jamal Mayers on the backhand, and another toe save by Tugnut with the right pad. A better look from this angle. These are great shots and 2 excellent saves off Reisner and off of Jamal Mayers.
Maybe we ought to go down the hall and talk to our buddy Doug McLean and see if possibly, the trading deadline already went by. Aw, shucks.
I thought that there was a good possibility that Tugnut will be dealt at the trade deadline. Mark Denis, good young goaltender, and I guess they just don't feel he's ready yet, but you always want to be strong up the middle, and Tugnut really brings that to this team. And I give Doug McLean full marks for bringing in a solid goaltender before the expansion draft. He made the deal, and that's a great spot to be in when you get strength in goal.
Commander ahead for Deneen. He's slowed up. Blues can't clear. Grandpierre shot that deflects wide. Salvador gets the puck ahead. Turgeon loses it. And Grandpierre shoots it in. Turgeon taking over, leaving the puck. And it's Bryce Salvador. Blues get the puck in deep. Here's Turgeon. The puck skips away. Off Barteshko, back to Turgeon, now to Barteshko, and on to Turgeon. He's well covered. Matthias Tamander getting the puck ahead to Tyler Wright, over here to Jean-Luc Grandpierre. And Barteshko ends up with a puck. Dumps it out. Both teams are changing. Columbus too far ahead for Nielsen. Barteshko decides to circle, loses the puck to Nielsen, and trips him, and Barteshko will go off. And the Blues keep taking penalties just as they seem to start getting things going.
Well, great play there by Nielsen to steal a puck from Bartechko, and this is more reaction than anything by Bart as he just reached back to try to get the puck and just took the feet right from under him. You'll see here the steal, and now Bartechko trying to get the puck back and just cut the legs out from Nielsen. So again, the Blues on another power play against. So Columbus has had a lot of chances on the power play, Kenny, yet they only have 16 shots.
So this is their 8th power play. Here's Quint, and that shot blocked. The Blues in this contest have had only 2 power plays. Eastwood trying to get the puck out, gets it ahead to Drake. Blues have to think a little offense, and Drake gets poke checked by a forward, Solomonov, who knocks Drake down and sits on him. 14.5 minutes to go in the third. Eastwood poke checking Quint, running into Drake, who's lost his stick. Numelin leaves the puck. Solomonov shoots it in. Turek plays it for Gusarov, who loses the puck. Gardner out to the point, and the puck gets by Petteri Numelin, and the Blues are changing. Numelin gets the puck from Tugnutt. Now Gardner. Solomonov near corner takes the pass back to Gardner and on to Numelin. Pinching in from the point, Quint. Maniluk, the other forward here for Columbus on this power play. Blues unable to clear. Numelin keeps it in. Hill hacks away at Gardner. Salvador gets the puck, can't clear. Shot by Numelin, blocked nicely by Hill as Young gets the puck out. 45 seconds to go in Bartechko's penalty. Here is Solomonov back to Quint. Behind the net, Aubin. Tyler Wright leaves the puck for Numelin. Now to Sergei Aubin. The puck gets by him. This is Solomonov. Around far side. Numelin will pinch in. He ends up with a puck. A pass hits Stillman. 20 seconds to go in the power play here for Columbus. Numelin. Solomonov. Puck gets away. Turned by Salvador to Hill. And not out. Numelin keeps it in. A shot. Turek the save. Salvador can't clear. Numelin keeps the puck in. Now to Tyler Wright. The penalty just about over. The shot almost deflects on goal off Salvador. Now Bartechko is on, and the pass for Bartechko by him. The length of the ice deflected. There's no icing here, and the Blues trail it with 12:40 to go in the third period. Blues have Turgeon with Tkachuk and Dimitra. Dimitra has been a bit quiet, and the puck shot in by Sloan off Pronger. Turek up the wing for Dimitra. Pavel's got a little bit of room. Now to Pronger, back for Dimitra. He'll wind her up, and the shot wide. Odeline off the boards, hits Dimitra. Odeline again. Pass Sloan. Pronger, a shot. Tugnutt the save. Lyle Odeline under pressure. Loses the puck to Tkachuk. It scoots away. Tkachuk again with it. To Pronger. Shot deflected wide by Dimitra. Bruce Gardner banks the puck ahead, and it's slapped by McInnes. Back to touch the puck. Pronger, a whistle. Icing is the call. Against Columbus, they lead by a goal with 11:55 remaining in the third period.
String problems and a nice deflection just wide of the net. Pavel 2 goals and 4 assists in 3 games this year against Columbus. So let's hope he can add to that before the end of this game.
Vancouver at Anaheim, 1-1 in the second. McInnes a shot. That's blocked by Kevin Dineen, and he clears it out. Here's a chance for Blake Sloan. 2-on-1 with Gardner, and the shot wide off Pronger. McInnes with a puck up the middle for Tkachuk. Odeline sees the play. Corso clears the puck out, and it's Gardner. Now Tkachuk steals to Corso. He shoots and hits the post. Rebound. Here's a chance. Blues trying to get the puck. They have it. It's Tkachuk. Behind the back, what a pass. McInnes shot. Tugnutt, unbelievable save in the corner. Dimitra out in front to Corso, to Tkachuk. He shoots and fires wide. Pronger moving in, so the puck comes to center ice, and Dineen shoots it down the ice off McInnes, and Ron Tugnutt giving a goaltending clinic.
Got lucky with that post, but boy, he's played good.
Now the puck deflects to Aubin. Head too far for Maniluk. Good pass there to Young. The feed for Turgeon out of his reach, and the Blues are offside. 10:54 to go here in the third.
Daniel Corso, 4 goals in his last 3 games, and let's listen to this chance. That means no goal. But right after that, the Blues kept the pressure on. The nice pass from Tkachuk to McInnes, and another blast, and this time the big save by Tugden as he came way out to the front, took that one again with his blocker. 26 saves. The Blues have had a lot of chances, but Tugden has come up large tonight.
So Havanoff now shoots the puck in. Blues trying to get a handle on it. Turgeon gets the puck far side. Havanoff moves in. Under 11 minutes to go. The Blues looking for a goal. Still a lot of time. Even enough time to get a couple. They trail it 2-1. Gusarov cannot maintain control, but the Blues keep the puck in. Young. Drake in the corner. Oh man, he knocks Aubin down with his right forearm. Here is Turgeon. Pierre looks for Young going to the net. The puck goes off ground. Pierre to the back of the net and hangs on there, and that stops play with 10-12 to go. What a hit by Dallas Drake.
Dallas Drake is having a great night when it comes to the body. And look at this hit on Aubin as he just leveled them shoulder to shoulder. That's what it really sounds like, folks. He was going full blast. Aubin saw him out of the corner of his eye, and as we talked earlier, that's a man with a big heart, and he's giving it all he's got.
These teams battling here tonight in Columbus, each with only 1 win in their last 7 games. The Blues, in fact, have had only 2 victories in their last 15. And in their last 21 games, they've won only 4 times. Salvador, the shot blocked. What a block there by Gall. Oh, the shot turned away by Tugden. Now Mayers behind the net to Corey Stillman. Reisner battling in front. Mayers can't get the puck. Then it's played ahead along the boards, not out. Stillman. Whoa, what a save there by Tugden. Will get a penalty here against Columbus. So here come the power play opportunities. 9:47 to go in the third period.
A power play, but you'll see Jamal Mayers coming from behind the net, just tackled there out front. So there's the guilty party as Gall goes in. The Blues go just on their 3rd power play of the night.
Interesting combination. Corso up front with Dimitra and Tkachuk. McInnes and Pronger on the points. Odeline can't handle the puck. Tkachuk getting it back to Pronger. He'll push it ahead, but Odeline takes it and fires it down the ice. 9:25 remaining in regulation play. The Blues trailing the Blue Jackets here in Columbus 2-1. So Gall going off. Here's Corso coming in. Can't get a shot on goal. Pronger keeps the puck in. Man of luck in Corso. Now here's Dimitra giving the puck to McInnes. He says, what do you want me to do with it in this tight of quarters? Now McInnes back to Pronger. He's under some pressure from Tyler Wright. Ahead for Tkachuk. Blues power play. McInnes fires the puck far side for Turgeon. Behind the net, Odeline gets there first. McInnes with a puck. Hit by Wright. McInnes flips the puck behind the net. Quint getting in Turgeon's way, and here's Tkachuk. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. McInnes takes a shot, and that wasn't his first choice, but you never know as it goes just wide, and Tyler Wright dumps the puck into the Blues zone. 8:25 on the clock. 37 seconds left in the penalty to Gall. McInnes shoots the puck in. Turgeon far side with Aubin. And who has the puck? Who else? Serge Aubin. He loses it. Havanoff over to McInnes. 8 minutes to go. Third period. Blues trailed 2-1. Stillman stopped. Havanoff a pass a bit behind Gusarov, who has to circle back. Gardner knocks the pass for Turgeon down. Here's Alexei Gusarov, too far for Stillman, and back on the ice is Michael Gall, playing in just his 3rd NHL game. Kevin Dineen clears the puck out, and the Blues fail to connect. on the power play. Their only goal, Pierre Turgeon's 29th late in the first period, was a power play goal. Wright breaks the play up. Blues shoot the puck in after it's cleared offside. 7:23 remaining here in the third period. 2-1 Columbus. To our STLtoday.com fan poll, who has been the Blues' top first-year player this season. Bryce Salvador gets the nod, but that's almost a dead heat with Corso and Johnson. I'll tell you, I think the folks are underestimating Sasha Habanoff. Well, I'll tell you, for a fellow that's probably never played more than 45 games in a season, he's a very, very talented player and has had to log at a point, Bernie, where he should have been exhausted, had to log a lot of ice time.
Yeah, he's had a great year. Salvador has had a great year, too. So the Blues have really relied on those two young defensemen, and they've really come through in flying colors.
Here comes Darren Quinn. Can't even get the puck in the Blues zone. Barteshko takes the feed from Salvador with Reisner. The shot, stick save by Tugman. The Blues just keep peppering the veteran. Ron Tugman. Shots are 29-17. Here's Salvador. The pass eludes Barteshko. Odeline flips the puck high in the air. Gloved down by Sean Hill. To Bryce Salvador. Columbus is changing. Over to Hill. Puck deflects over to Barteshko. Blues can't go anywhere. Odeline sends it the length of the ice. Back to touch it. Salvador icing against the Blue Jackets. 6:35 to go, and there's got to be a little frustration now among the Blues. The annual Twist and Chase charity hockey game to benefit Gateway Locomotive's special hockey program is coming up this Friday at the U.S. Ice Sports Complex in Chesterfield. It'll be an exciting, entertaining game between Blues legends and some great folks from the St. Louis media and some of our town's celebrities. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for youngsters 12 and under. They're available now at all Ticketmaster outlets, and you can call that number for more information, 314-951-7600. Is anybody in our gang except you playing, Bernie?
I thought you were going to suit up.
No, I'm not.
You did last year, didn't you?
No, the year before last.
Well,
and I'm Bernie. I'm an astute judge of talent. So I didn't suit up again.
Kenny, come on now.
No, I may come
You're
back
a Michigan
again.
boy.
Yeah, I may come back again. I'm a hardy soul, but I think I needed a rest, and it's a 2 or 3 year rest. Now the Blues get the puck in deep. Now here's Newman trying to clear. He can't. McInnes hits Newman with a puck, and it comes to center ice. Blues lose the puck. Gardner with 6 minutes to go in the third. A pass hits McInnes, and it's Tkachuk to Corso. Wrist shot headed high, gloved by Tugnutt, and he'll hold the puck. So the Blues are down by a goal here in the third period with 5:51 remaining. And scored for Columbus. The difference, Bruce Gardner's 7th of the season at 3:31 in the second period. This Columbus team, you might ask, has played pretty well, if that's the question you're asking here at home. Habanoff keeps the puck in. Drake lets it go to Turgeon. Back now for Young. Turgeon pretty well covered. Here's Drake. Now we've got a penalty. Gardner holding Turgeon against the boards. You can't do that. Holding is not allowed. And we're going to get a penalty here. So the Blues, well, they need some opportunities, and they're going to move on the power play.
Bruce Gardner's job tonight has been to watch Pierre Turgeon. He's an expert checker, and he just holds Pierre Turgeon way too long. You see Turgeon trying to fight out. You can't do that along the boards. There's a perfect shot by the camera crew there to show that hold there. Gardner goes off, and he's a good penalty killer, too. That's the good news. The Blues with another top opportunity to tie this game on a power play.
So here we go. 5:28 on the clock. Columbus over 500 here at home. Not bad even for an expansion team. 16, 15, 4 and 3. The Blues, by the way, need a win on the road to end up with as many wins as they have losses on the road, not including overtime losses. Now the puck cleared by Columbus. The Blues road record 15-16. Those are wins and losses. 7 ties and 2 of those overtime losses, which I consider to be ties, if you want to ask. Dimitra to Kachuk, cutting in. The shot goes behind the net. Blues Dimitra in the corner, stumbles on the puck, and Columbus takes over. Aubin fires the puck over Pronger. The length of the ice. 5 minutes to go in regulation. The Blues on the power play. They have outshot Columbus 29-17 this evening. Chris Pronger shoots the puck in. Corso far side cannot get the puck, nor can Dimitra, and here is McInnes to Pronger. The shot right off the leg of Sloan. Sloan after the puck gets it to Pronger, gets it back now to Manila, and they dump the puck in. Blues, Bernie, with a lot more firepower tonight on the power play and haven't done a whole lot.
Again, timing is a lot to do with it. You practice as a unit, and when you're not practicing for a while, obviously Pronger's not been in there, Dimitra's not been in there, and that's why I think it's important this whole week. The Blues really 2 weeks at home now, Kenny, to get ready. Actually 10 days, now Wednesday or Thursday of next week, they're going to start that first round, but it's very important that they get everything back together.
Looks like they got 7 days of practice in the next 10.
Yep.
Pronger, Hill, almost a mini training camp, especially when they don't have to win the games. Stillman, Reisner, hit by Grandpierre. Only 13 seconds to go in the man advantage. Blues can't get in front of the net. Can't even keep the puck.
You know, Kenny, I do think that they have to win the games, because we go to last year, they didn't need to win the games. The President's Trophy was there, and they really didn't have a good last week of the season, and it seemed to carry over into the playoffs. So I think it's important that they do win the last 3 games, and this would be a nice one still to win. Plenty of time.
Yeah, my point is the penalty is over and the puck is covered by Dineen with a whistle stopping play, that they're not under pressure to get points. So if they want to work real hard, extra time in practice, they're not going, well, we've got to worry about getting points. They want to win the games, but they also want to practice a lot to get themselves prepared also, so they can balance that out rather than just having to focus on getting points in the game.
No question. We go back to what we were talking, Kenny, here, the road points. The last time the Blues were below 500 was in 93-94. These are the road wins, so they were 500 or better. You see last year the best road record in the league, and then they were 4 games over at 500, 4 games over. So this team has been a great road team this year. Right now, if they don't win tonight, they are going to be, since 93-94, it's the first time they have not won 4 games than they have not, or at least been 500 on the road, which would be really, I guess, has a lot to do with injuries, but that just shows how great the home record has been too this season with 98 points right now.
15 wins on the road. That's been it. You saw those numbers there. There were no 16 or 15 win seasons there, even in the strike shortened season.
Right. This is a good hockey club on the road the whole time, and it's been a up and down year on the road, especially at home. They've been dynamite.
Kevin Dineen being tended to. 3:11 remaining in regulation. The Blues are down 2-1. Gusarov with a puck. Tipped away by Numelin, sent by Reisner back to Havanoff. Reisner, Mayers, and Drake up front. The pass to Drake, he loses the puck. Odeline sends it back in his own end, but the Blues are offside, and we're down to 2:56 remaining. A blinding snowstorm strands Rory at her grandmother's house, giving Lorelei the rare opportunity to spend the night with her new beau, Max. Will their love melt the snow? Oh, baby. Don't miss a special presentation of the Gilmore Girls tomorrow night at 8 on WB11.
Kenny, it's April 1st. I hope they melt the snow. I don't want to see any more snow.
I woke up here this morning, Bernie, up on the 18th floor of the hotel across the street. I opened the curtains, couldn't see a thing. A blizzard. I mean, it was snowing like there was no tomorrow. Ron Tucknett, 28 saves. Roman Turek, 15. Hill shoots the puck in. Time running out on the Blues. They need a goal to force overtime. Now the puck along the boards. Blues have it. Turgeon Young unable to get a handle quickly enough, and Grandpierre able to block the shot. Blues shots been on 29 a long time. Numelin over to Nielsen, the 21-year-old, hit by Hill, knocked down. Back for the puck, Salvador whacks it up the boards to Drake. 2:22 to go. Now to Young, flipping the puck in. Both teams are changing. What a night Ron Tucknett has had. He's been terrific. He's been the difference. Puck shot out. McInnes will go back. Columbus changing. Little flip pass here to Pronger. Behind the back to Corso, who hit the post in this period, taken down by Heward. Odeline flips the puck up the boards. Pronger gets it ahead. Here's Tkachuk. He's tied up. Tkachuk with a puck again, trying to get it back to Pronger. Didn't know Aubin was there. Odeline to Sloan. He'll flip it in. 1:45 to go. So the Blues will try to get the puck up the ice, get Turek to the bench. They've got Pronger and McInnes out there. Pronger shoots the puck in from his side of center, counting on Corso getting there. He gets hit before he gets to the puck. Pronger touches it first. Oh, that was a big hit on Corso in the corner. He's still being held against the boards. Corso all this time being held against the boards. See his leg being held by the hand of Jamie Heward. Here's McInnes, and a shot deflects high. Heward fires the puck inadvertently over the glass and into the crowd with 1:11 remaining in regulation. Blues trailing 2-1. Our McDonald's game recap: 11 penalties, 25 penalty minutes have hurt the Blues tonight. Pierre Turgeon getting a goal, 7 points in 4 games against Columbus, and you see the shots. That'll give you an idea that Ron Tugnut has had a big night, and we have a timeout called with 1:11 remaining. Well, so much, at least for the moment, with the notion the Blues could build their confidence in these last 4 games and add to the confidence of Roman Turek. Maybe if you get a tie or an overtime win here, you'd build confidence, but again, it hasn't been that great 60-minute performance that Joel Quenneville would like to see.
It's not that high energy, high tempo of the game that we are so used to seeing them play. This is, I think, Kenny, a very tired hockey team. It goes back to the schedule through the month of February, March. There's a lot of road trips. The Blues coming now. This is a 4-game road trip that started last Saturday after the game in St. Louis, on to Dallas, and then on to Detroit, Pittsburgh, and now here to Columbus. So I really believe that this is a time that it's very important that they get some rest back home, get their act together. But yes, it's still not too late. Here's the hit on Corso in the corner, and yes, he was held there for a long time, as you said. Pronger came in, everybody came in, but this is a team that really, maybe, Kenny, they can get a goal here in the last minute and even win it in overtime, that, yeah, maybe things can just start ballooning from there.
How long does Heward get to hold him before somebody calls him? There's Pronger's ice time.
But half the normal time. I would say by next Saturday against Nashville, that'll be at least 30-49.
Down to the bench, Roman Turek with 1:11 to go. So the goal at the other end is empty. McInnes and Pronger out there, along with Dimitra, Tkachuk, Young, and Turgeon. Well, I don't think you're going to find a better sixsome in the league than this half dozen here. They win the draw to Pronger, to McInnes. Bouncing puck. The pass gets away from Dimitra, in front in the crease. Tugnut grabs the puck and holds on. Now a little bumping and shoving with 1:03 to go. Boy, the Blues are loaded with talent out there now.
No question. Important face-off. Turgeon wanted clean. A good play by Al McInnes, but this just skipped a little bit off the end boards. Tugnut had to be sharp to hang on to that as Turgeon threw it back to the front of the net. But you're absolutely right. As we look at the overhead, out bounce back, and there's Turgeon shoveling it in. This is a very talented 6 players right now. Go back to February 6th. It was Scott Young that scored with, I believe, less than 5 seconds left, Kenny, to tie it at 2. And then we went to overtime where no one scored. So the Blues need to try to do it again here.
Aubin wins the draw from Turgeon. Demander up the boards. Pronger keeps the puck in. Here's Turgeon over for Dimitra. Dimitra trying to get the puck to Turgeon does. 50 seconds to go. Blues have pulled their goalie. Dineen clears the puck out. Pronger will take it. 43 seconds. Time a big, big factor. Here's Tkachuk. Here's Turgeon. Down 2-1. In front. Out of the reach of Dimitra. Pronger slaps the puck to Turgeon. 32 seconds. Turgeon can't center. Great play by Odeline. Now loose puck. Pronger moves in. Back to the blue line for Young. 23 seconds. The puck hits Aubin. He'll clear it out and down the ice. McInnes will race back. McInnes a long pass. No one at the red line. Quint takes a shot. McInnes to save. Only 8 seconds, so it looks like Columbus is going to get a victory. Here's Pronger. Could not be over, maybe. Oh, 3 seconds left. Great save, Tugnutt, and Columbus does win it. So a very big win.